Hello and welcome back, and this is still going, apparently. Interesting. So, I did get some interesting information on exactly what's happening from you guys in the comments last time. So, apparently, this isn't exactly what I thought it was. This is, in fact, the beginning of Heavensfield. Apparently, stuff that is actually locked out, and the reason I selected it was just, like, arbitrarily, like, oh, yeah, I probably hung out with Sakura at this point. I probably would have done that. And then suddenly, boom, stuff that was locked out until after you beat Unlimited Blade Works and have the flags for having beaten it. What I thought it was when we were initially going through it, and I was like, oh, it's like, shoot, I thought this was just like some part in the beginning that like foreshadows all the Heavensfield stuff, but you could do it anyway, and you don't necessarily go into that route by doing this. You just get some of that foreshadowing just in case it's relevant, since we're at this point in the game. I did not think it was that thing that people told me about to go visit Sakura later at some other point. That's not what I thought it was. But either way, I'll just tell, when I do the first proper episode of Heavensfield, I'll just let people know if they didn't watch it. I don't know, it seems like there's a decent chance they would have watched that, considering I tried to name it and I guess advertise it in a way that made it seem like I did that. So either way, I guess just one less episode of Heavensfield stuff out of the way, getting a little bit of an early start. I don't know, stuff like that. But I named my save when I saved this. Oh my, like, OMG, it's still going on. What the fuck? So, after Futune leaves, we lock the house and leave. At this point, I'm just gonna go until I finish the bad endings and then use that as going into Heavensfield. So, let's continue. Right. She did not feel very good, did she?
さくら、なんだよ、元気がないな。もしかして、また体調が悪くなったのか?
Oh, and I can assure you, I think I mentioned this last time, but some people mentioned, I can assure you that I'm not on the wrong file either. Like last time, when it just like after the first scene and it still kept going and new stuff without making another decision, I specifically exited the game, re-entered, knowing 100%, yes, that is Unlimited Blade Works, 100%, and it was still going. And I'm 100% sure it was beforehand, considering the various stuff that I was looking at in the recording and whatnot after the fact too. So, I just as a note.
いえ、体の調子はいいです。先輩の方こそ大事はありませんか？今朝もどこか気分が悪そうでしたし、昨日の傷も悪化してるかもしれません。
Oh, right, the thingamabob. Yesterday's bruise. Oh, that welt on my left hand.
いや、あざはあれっきりだけどな。ただの腫れだからしばらくすれば治るだろう。
She must have been worried about something and she continues to stare at me.
いや、本当に大丈夫だって。大したことないぞ、本当。なんだよ。昨日からおかしいぞ、さくら。こんなのただのあざだろ？それとも何か？俺が寝てる間にさくらが踏んづけてできたあざだとか。
先輩、私そんなに重くありません。私は
ただ
間違いだったらいいって。
I don't understand her. Sakura doesn't talk much, but she tends to say important things clearly. She doesn't usually talk like this.
先輩、お願いがあるんですけど。
ああ、できる範囲でなら聞くけど、なんだ？
はい、私、明日の夜までお手伝いに来られないんです。その間、できるだけ家の中にいてもらえませんか？
それ、日曜のバイトは休めってことか？
はい、できる限り家にいてほしいんです。私の用事が終わればお手伝いに来ますから。
You know, I did have a thought, and I didn't really go examine it a little bit in between episodes. The speculation that I've had on her, like, holding her hand like that. So, I guess my current idea is that when she had a servant or whatever, and she had the mark, and she was sort of covering it a lot of the time, that sort of thing, trying to, do that sort of thing. But now she doesn't always cover it, but when she's being insecure about it, thinking about, oh, Emiya might have it, she's like touching it as a nervous habit. That's my thought currently. Could 100% be wrong, but, speculation.
まあ、一日ぐらい休んでもいいか。よし。じゃあ、休日は家でのんびりしてる。それでいいか、さくら。
そうしてもらえると助かります。
See, she looks so much less concerned now, and suddenly, boom, not on the hand. I guess it's fine to relax once in a while. I have some extra living expenses from working a lot recently, so yeah, I'll just clean all this junk up this weekend. Okay, there wasn't much more to all that. I could have done that pretty easily last time. Oh well. Okay, be right back then. Do as Tosaka said. Tosaka's right. I keep forgetting about this mouse being around here. Saber Troopers are go away from here. Then I should get away from this dangerous place and wait Saber's return. Run. I literally just get out of there, damn. I passed the bridge from Shinto and ran straight home. I never looked back as I ran. I don't know if I was scared of the unknown pursuer or if I felt guilty for leaving Saber behind. Anyway, I desperately ran here. The living room is just as I left it. The air has been motionless ever since Lancer attacked and Tosaka came here. I go near the restored window. I find 2 small pieces of glass on the floor that Tosaka must have overlooked.
ガラスに隙間はないか。足りない分はどうやって取り繕ったんだろう。
I murmured to myself. I don't know why, but I don't feel like turning the lights on. I hide in the darkness as if to hide my weakness. What should I be thinking about? I don't know. This seems extremely sort of out of character for you. To just go hide specifically too, in the interest of saving yourself. What I should say. I'm running away from these things. The people that were here until a few hours ago, and the people who were by my side until a few minutes ago. I have to ask myself if it was right to leave them behind, but I can't bring myself to get out of the dark. The wall clock points to 3. It's been 30 minutes since then. No matter who won, I'm sure the battle's over now. I should go back. When I raise my head to turn the lights on and cheer myself up, a sharp pain runs through my left hand. Oh, the feeling of when the servant dies. The color has faded from my command spell. Even though the shape is still there, the bright light that proves I'm Saber's master has disappeared. I understand instinctively what that means. I follow my instinct and run off into the darkness. I run outside. I won't make it now. I know I can't make it, but I start to run back. I think the fact that it's gone away means that it's too late already. I'm stabbed in the heart by some unknown thing. Excellent timing. Beautiful. Oh my.
Yeah. Oh
my, that is just poetic. I can't hear too well. I can tell there's someone in front of me, the one who stabbed my heart, but I can't see very clearly.
誰の話かって決まってるだろう。つまんねえマスター引いちまったサーバントの話さ。
Seems like a weird thing not to translate. We can clearly hear someone talking. The one in front of me sneers and tells me I'm stupid. I mean, even if it wasn't technically there in the original one, it seems like a weird thing to not have text for. You can hear it. Like, if I spoke Japanese, I'd know what they would be saying. I mean, the one in front of me sneers and tells me I'm stupid. You are. The one in front of me is laughing that I have no way of surviving without my servant. That's right. Emiya Shiro will be killed the instant Saber is lost. As I don't have a way to protect myself, I have no way to survive without Saber. But I didn't realize that, and I secluded myself. This is the result. It doesn't matter if I'm in the house or if I run away somewhere. My mind starts to fade. I don't care who it is or who, what I got stabbed by. It doesn't matter if I die today or tomorrow. Because the instant my command spell lost its brightness, my life was lost as well. Trying to place a finger on who that voice was. I don't think it was Archer. I almost want to say Lancer, but I feel like it wasn't jolly enough. Gilgamesh seems unlikely too. It actually seemed most like his voice, but it also didn't really seem like if it doesn't really matter. If someone knows, I wouldn't mind being told.
やってきましたタイガー道場。
Yes, it is. Why are we being introduced to this on DOJO 15?
今回から第2部ということで、装いも新たに生まれ変わった。
Has it now? I didn't even notice.
って全然変わってない。さて、本編も第2ターン。
Well, technically, yes.
激動の遠坂さんルートが始まったけど、イリアちゃん何か言うことある？ガセネタつかませてごめんなさいでした。反省するように。確かにタイトルインは変わったみたいだけど、内容は以前のまま、むしろ。第2部になって連中の長領が目立ち始めたようね。テこ入れ？
Did you have roles in the first place?
そうね。私はともかくタイガはキャラ的にちょっと弱いもの。
Ilya, you're, I guess, interesting. Fascinating would be a stretch. I like your character, as in, I think she's funny, but in the same way, not laughing at her, laughing with her. That's sort of funny. To clarify.
やっぱりこれからは私をメインにしてタイガはゲスト扱いにした。さて、今回のデッドエンドであるが、原因は何かな？造反員1号。
Because I came back and did it specifically to see this?
シローが臆病風に吹かれ、星は不明なままっす。
Yeah, I honestly don't care too much.
屋敷を出た途端、不意打ちで殺されたのよね。
I don't remember us being attacked by anyone when we came back after fighting Berserker over there.
今回はアーチャーが健在なんだから、強気でバーサーカーと戦わないと。以前やられた借りを返しちゃいなさい。そううまくいくかしら。アーチャーがどこの英雄だろうと、まだ私を倒せるほどの勢力じゃないと思うけどな。勝負はやってみなくちゃわからないわ。今回はセーバーちゃんルートとは違うんだから。
Are these Tiger Dojos actually? Because, okay, so, I guess the question of any... voice, words. Okay, let me... okay, fine. Okay, so, question to people who might know Tiger Dojos. They're talking about it like everything's very sequential. And I understand that in the system, the version I'm playing, it very much is sequential. Considering there are 3 different programs, EXEs, that I have to open. With that same thing in mind, was it always like that? Because I always sort of got the impression that, like, the original, like, design of everything had it where there are different routes and you didn't have to do them in specific order. There's always a recommended order, like, you probably should play this one first, but they talk about them like they're, like, limited and completely stopped. Like, I understand how the system I'm playing in has that, but unless Tiger Dojos came later on in, like, a different release, and I may just be wrong about that, so, yeah. I'm just curious at this point.
そう。なら結果を見てみましょう。急増のコンビが私相手にどこまで戦えるかどうかをね。本性出し始めたな、この悪魔っ子。ところでずっと疑問だったんだけど、聞いていいかな、イリアちゃん。イリアちゃんって
魔術師としてのレベルはどうなの？
Has she ever done anything? That's a good point. She's done some really like weird, fucked up shit, but like nothing that really demonstrated just pure strength.
東坂さんと同じくらい？
私厳密に言うと私は魔術師じゃないわ。
Can you do magic?
どっちかっていうとキャスターに近い存在で、生まれてから魔術を習ったんじゃなくて生まれつき魔術を知ってるの。この違いわかる？
I get that. Are you capable of learning more magic?
わかるようなわかりたくないような。要するにイリアちゃん、本当に悪魔？
タイがあったらたまに可愛いこと言うのね。そういう確信つくようなこと言うと殺しちゃうぞ。
Did your face change significantly?
なんか怖い顔出た。助けて、バビロニアの神よ。
Oh, don't worry. Gilgamesh will get her later.
まったくつまんない話聞くんだから。私が何者かなんてそのうち嫌でもわかるのに。さあ、シローは続き。新しい戦いは始まったばかりよ。こんなところでつまずいてないで、早くセイバーのところに戻ってあげること。
Interesting. I wonder if they'll like. I feel like we've gotten a bit of answers on who Ely is ultimately, though I'm not really sure we've given all that much attention to her actual like development wise. Too much. Like we have a good grasp of her character, but development and background and all that, it's snippets at this point. I mean, it's much more deductions than it is. It's much more things that you try to figure out about her from what information you were given rather than being told, like, yep, she's this at this point. This is when we were at the archery range doing something. Issei might be at the student council room and would be a bad idea to start thinking of strategies for the final exam coming up in a month. Oh my goodness, that is the most important thing we could be doing right here, right now.
決めた。生徒会室に顔出してくる。藤根、一星が来てたかわかる
I
か？
think I stuck around in the archery range.
竜道くん？どうだったかな。とりあえず私は見てない
I
よ。
think that's what I did last time.
そっか。じゃあいなかったら戻ってくる。さくらにはよろしく言っといてくれ。
はいはい。女の子より男友達のがいいなんて、シローもまだまだ男の子よね。
Hey. I already got my shit. Now I'm back for the true love now, baby. I want to object, but Saber will notice me if I do. I let Fujine win this time, and I'll sneak out of here. What are you talking about? Issei is... Oh my goodness.
妙な足遣いですが、どこに行こうというのです、シロ。
Sorry, the thought that came to mind on that premise. You are walking strangely. I was just thinking about how Issei is the true romance option. You are walking strangely. Well, I might be trying to hide my erection from thinking about Issei too much, you know? You know, that sort of thing, because they're, you know, lovers, blah, blah, blah. I guess sneaking out was Sorry. I guess sneaking out was useless. I tried to leave in a way she wouldn't notice, but Saber's waiting for me outside.
セイバー。いや、これはその、なんだ。
用事ですか。シロの要件は昼食を届けるだけだったと記憶していますが。
それが、まあ野暮用で、セイバーに言うほどのことでもなかったから黙ってたっていうか。
Oh, right. She was waiting outside during this one.
そうですか。些細な用事であるのなら、確かに私に伝える必要はありませんね。
I'm glad she's so understanding. I'm glad. But it's because of my guilty conscience that she looks mad.
そういうわけなんで、セイバーはここで待っててくれるか。1時間もしたら戻ってくるか。
That's not minor business.
ですが、それは昨日までのシロの生活です。
Oh, right. She was in the middle of saying something.
今日からのシロはマスターとして振る舞わなければならない。 ですからどのような用事であれ安全とわかるまで同行する義務があります。さて私の意見に反論はありますか、シロ？
An hour is not minor business. I do, but I can't really think of any excuse that'll convince Saber. Ooh, does Saber get to meet Issei?
わかった。一緒に行こう、セイバー。
I slumped my shoulders, gave up, and called her.
はい、そうしていただけると私も助かる。
Ooh, I want Issei and Saber to meet. So, the golden-haired foreign girl follows me around, as if it's natural to do so. Well, how will I explain this to Issei? I don't know. I know he has an apprehension towards a woman. Man, the student council's door is unlocked today of all days.
ゲの次はゲゲですか。シロはよほど私に隠し事をしたいらしい。
And on top of that, she clearly sees my displeasure. I don't know if it's her inside as a swordsman, but I don't think I can fool her.
隠し事っていうより騒ぎを大きくしたくなかっただけだ。けどまあ一星がいるのも何かの縁だろうし、セイバーに紹介しよう。
The student council room won't have any other students, and we'll be able to kill time until the archery club ends.
一世、シロの友人ですか？
ああ、この学校の、そうだな、自衛団のリーダーみたいなやつで円滑な組織運動を目指している鉄の男だ。
Do I even... That's gotta be a translation weirdness. Gotta be.
自衛団のリーダーですか。なるほど。興味深い話が聞けそうですね。
Does Japan have a president? I don't know. Don't they have like a prime minister or something? It must be some weird naming convention thing where it can come across like... Because like in the same way you have commander-in-chief for the president of the USA, I imagine the prime minister, or I think it's prime minister in Japan, not president, would be the same for the self-defense force there. Because I don't think they have a standing army, so it'd be the same idea. It still sounds really weird, though.
そうかもな。お堅いやつだからセイバーとは話が合うかもしれないし。おい、お邪魔するぞ、一星。
I open the door. Then, there's an unexpected person in the student council room. I gulp. The one in the student council room is not Issei, but Kuzuki-sensei, the teacher in charge of the student council.
失礼します。久月先生、一星は来てますか？
いや、今日は見ていないな。生徒会に何か用か、エミヤ。
いえ、生徒会というより一星に用があって、期末の対策とかそろそろ立てておきたいんです。
そうか。ではしばらく待ってみるのだな。竜道のことだ。家に飽きて逃げ込んでくる可能性もある。
Interesting. Is that why he's here? Typically?
俺、生徒会室にいていいんですか？
構わんだろう。お前が生徒会室にいることが問題なら、当の昔に事件が起きている。
A fair and logical conclusion.
戸締まりは任せる。鍵は私の机に置いておいてくれ。
With that, Kuzuki-sensei leaves the student council room. I guess he is being considerate. According to Issei, Kuzuki-sensei seems cold, but he actually has a delicate personality. He must have thought it'd be awkward for me to wait in the student council room with the teacher. Then, Saber, can you tell? As Kuzuki-sensei leaves the room, he bumps into Saber, who is waiting behind me.
先生、その子は俺の知り合いで、今年受験するかもしれないんで、見学に来たというか。
I quickly make up an excuse. But this excuse won't be of any use. Even if she might be a potential student, I cannot bring an outsider into the school. Fujine's fine with that, but I don't think the one in charge of the student council will consent to an excuse like that.
そうか。外国からの入学者は初めてだな。意外だが変化があることは喜ぶべきだろう。
Yeah, assuming he's much more easygoing than you'd probably expect, yeah. His willingness to let his servant do whatever she wanted really does sort of lend itself to that. I guess Kizuki-sensei is more understanding than I thought, as he's watching Saber with admiration.
入学すれば周りから注目されることは避けられまい。エミヤ、知り合いなら気を使ってやれ。お前も来年は3年生だ。最上級生として後輩の世話はしっかりな。
はい、どうもです、先生。
休日の下校時間は5時だ。校門が閉まる前に下校しろ。
Curfew at 5. I assume that more means just the school won't let people use the school. For their own purposes is 5. That's the time. He leaves for the teacher's office. Saber watches him go.
そういえば、久月先生がどうかしたのか？
いいえ、特に何も。初めはただものではないと感じたのですが、見れば見るほど一般人でした。断言できますが、彼はマスターではありません。
I'm a bit surprised. It seems Saber's checking if people are masters or not every time we meet someone.
そりゃ結構。久月先生がマスターだったら俺もびっくりだ。
いいえ、特別なものなど何も。ただ、彼の呼吸はあまりにも自然で整いすぎていた。
So you notice the instincts of a martial artist.
正直に言うと感心していたのです。先ほどの歩みも全く無駄がなく。
Saber's really praising him. But if he's that good, isn't he suspicious?
待てよ、セイバー。じゃあ久月先生、戦えばすごく強いっていうのか？
は、先ほどの人物ですか。肉体的な性能なら白と同じぐらいではないでしょうか。実質的な戦闘はやはり一般人と変わらないと思いますが。
Saber looks at me with wonder, but I'm the one wondering. Since I got Saber to admire him. So what does she mean by him being an ordinary person? It means he's not doing anything to go behind. Yeah.
ですから、私が感心したのは呼吸です。先ほどの人物の呼吸は人として理想的だった。
Okay, then. While we drink tea, we brewed here, Saber explains in a strange way.
呼吸って息を吸う呼吸だよな。
どうも何も身体能力はおろか自然干渉にも大きく影響します。西洋の術者は重要視しませんが、東洋の教えでは呼吸や歩法は学んでも習えぬ高等技術だと聞きます。息吹、外気を体内に取り入れることは外界と内界をつなげる明確なイメージです。吸う、吐くという動作は神を取り入れ解放する動作の一環だとか。この正しい呼吸法は各流派で非問であり、習得できる者は一世代に一人いればいい方でしょう。言ってみれば、呪文を用いて魔術を行う者は魔術師に過ぎません。ですが、呼吸、歩法、骨格、その存在自体が真意をなす場合、その人物は魔術師を凌駕した純粋な魔術回路ということです。
ああ、そういえば神道にそういうのがあったっけ？
I know the servants get a lot of information about modern stuff, but you really rattled that off expertly there, didn't you, Saber?
足運びだけで魔を退けたり、柏手で魔を払ったりするあれかな？
はい。それらの体現法は一生かけて習得するものです。ですが稀に生まれついて正しい呼吸や歩法を得る者もいる。異能者であるがゆえ、幼い頃から神道、神ごと騒がれ、結局は魔道の者たちに引き取られるのが常ですが、そういった人間は魔術の存在など知らないまま魔術師以上の神秘に身を置くのですが。
ですが、久月先生はそういう生まれついての天才なのか？
いいえ、あの人物にそれほどの才気は感じられません。今までの話と矛盾するのですが、彼が正しい呼吸と歩法を身につけているのは後天的な鍛錬から来たものではないかと。
You were just assuming the previous aspect of it, yeah? I think what she's getting at is the idea that she saw that he had it, combined with the fact that, yeah, this guy's not a magi, and doesn't seem to be like one of those religious people, that specifically go out of their way to train it, so maybe they're that, and that was just the first instinct, but upon further examination.
私も信じられないのですが、彼は魔術師でもないし、ですが、たまたま日頃の運動が彼に正しく作用しているだけのようなのです。
What does that mean? Does it mean Yuzuki Sensei is living a pure and honest life?
セイバー、じゃあクズキ先生は
教師として理想的な人物ということです。彼のような人物は珍しくない。
Just, rare inside, Emi's household.
ただ、私のように鍛えても正しい呼吸が身につかないものからすれば、羨望の的になるというだけです。
Saber sighs with regret, remembering some grueling training on breathing that she never could quite get. That's something more surprising for me, though. So even Saber, who can do everything, can envy someone, huh? Yeah, not surprising. As it turned out, Issei never showed up. School's almost closing, so we lock up the room and go back to the archery range. Yep. Okay, be back. I don't remember what this is. I go help Sakura out. She's making breakfast for 4 people. I bet it'll be more time-consuming. And I also want to hear what happened last night. I don't... Right, this is when they were living together.
おはようございます先輩。朝ごはんの支度始めちゃってますよ。
There was like that short time of them living together. I forgot about that.
ああ、おはようさくら。朝の支度なら俺も手伝うからちょっと席開けてくれ。
I go into the kitchen after putting my apron on.
あ、じゃあ焼き物をお願いしますね。さっきご飯は炊きましたから、私はお味噌汁とお惣菜をやっつけちゃいます。
Sakura efficiently keeps cooking like always. She doesn't seem to be worried about yesterday.
さくら、昨日の話なんだが。
What happened yesterday? I'm not remembering anymore.
はい。昨日の話ってどの話でしょう先輩。
Oh, did you forget? Did you also press the skip button? Oh.
いや、だから昨日の話。さくらと藤根とセイバー3人で寝ただろ。さくら、セイバーが住むことを気にしてたみたいだからどうなのかなって。
So she obviously realizes what's going on, yeah? At this point.
どうなのかなじゃわかりませんよ先輩。もっとはっきり言ってくれないと答えてあげません。
Ooh.
だから仲良くやってくれると嬉しいんだが。
ああ、セイバーさんと私が仲良くすると
嬉しいっていうか助かる。セイバーの住み込みはさくらに無断で決めちまっただろ。だからさくらが怒るのは当然で、セイバーを嫌うのも仕方がないことだ。
Then there's the fact that if she even knows like a little bit about the whole system, as soon as she hears Saber, she's gotta be like, yeah, I don't even need to be a magist to know that name is servant.
けどそのあたりを多めに見てくれて、セイバーに優しくしてもらえると、なんていうか。
セイバーさんにじゃなくて。
It's embarrassing to say it, so I just nodded. She's right. I would be happy for Sakura if she would forgive me for letting Saber stay. Huh. Since Sakura's like a family member to me, it'll relieve me if she can forgive my selfish decision.
はい、そういうことならお答えしちゃいます。セイバーさんと私たちは昨夜の霊地をもって完全に和解しました。私はまだセイバーさんは苦手ですけど、それでも仲良くやっていけると思います。
Sakura's smile comes from the bottom of her heart. That makes me really happy. It is, but
可愛いって。
そうですよ。藤村先生なんてセイバーちゃんって呼んでますし、セイバーさんも慣れてくれたみたいです。
I mean, bar the years of experience, physically she is technically younger, meaning her body looks like a cute younger, whatever they call them, the underclassmen name. I'm blanking on that. Not the not senpai one.
本当は監視するための糖質だったんですけど、今夜も3人で寝ようってことになっちゃいました。
That is an unexpected turn of events. Saber's cute, huh? She's beautiful, but I don't know about being cute. Oh, okay. Jump to the stairs, jump to the stairs. Tasaka's serious. Oh, right, this one just tried to kill him. There's no place to run. Even if I track back to the hallway, I jump down the stairs in front of me. I'll reiterate that one of the reasons I'm going through all this, including the extra little scenes, is specifically to try to just refresh myself. Not just because it's been as long as it has been, but in general, I think it's a good reminder, having gone through all of it in the first place, etc., etc., etc. I kicked the floor with a full force. It's about 1.5 meters down. I can easily take this kind of height. A rolling long jump of 1.5 meters high, 1 meter wide. I land without hurting myself. I have an advantage of 1 floor between us. So now I just have to run down the first one and get up. The building. What happened? It came from above. Feels like a giant blob of jelly fell on top of me. Wait, what? I can't move my legs. The weight of the jelly is stopping my feet. I try to shake off the pressure on my back. I feel like throwing up when I move. It's cold. I have goosebumps all over me. My joints are hurting and my muscles are heavy. And my organs are half shut down. I don't know. I remember her shooting like bullet-like things, not jelly-like things, though. Oh, what was happening in this area? Because we ended up getting interrupted and we went to, fight Skeletor and the gang, yeah? I think that's what happened. I don't remember any jelly, though. This is a bad case of the cold. Tasaka's magic. The Gander shot. The magic that infects the target with the cold has hit me. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember it being really fast. As a result, my body's so sick that it can't move on its own.
予想通りね。簡単な逃げ道を用意しておけば、まずそこを通ると思ったわ。
Oh, you baited me? What was the reasoning I had for not going that direction previously? I think it was something along the lines of, yeah, I just want to I want to remove the line of fire entirely. I hear Tasaka's voice from afar as if she's contacting me from the moon.
先に謝っておくわ。これからすることは、命を取るのと同じぐらいひどいから。
Her cold fingers digs into my neck. When I realize it's Tasaka's finger and try to fling it away.
さよなら。あなたは知らなかっただろうけど、私、結構前からあなたのこと知ってたんだ。
And my consciousness shuts down, as if it's shorted down. Oh, and actually waking.
あれなんだもう朝
I
か
figured it would go for like a dead end. Or a bad end. The not dying one. Huh, it's morning already. Yeah, I figured it would be ending right there. I browse my sleepy mind and pull myself up. It's past 6 o'clock. I should be preparing breakfast now.
おはようございます、先輩。朝食の支度、もうできてますよ。
Interesting.
悪いまたさくら一人に任せちまった。なんかすごく眠くて起きられなくてさ。
ダメです、そんなの。今日の夕飯は私の番なんですから。
しかしだな、朝も夜もさくらに任せっきりってのは甘えすぎだろ。
そうですね。私もお手伝いしますから、先輩は早めに帰ってきてください。
すまん、バイト今日は早めに上がる。
I head to the table while apologizing to Sakura. Breakfast already on the table, and Fujine runs in at the last second like always.
おはよう。みんな今朝も元気だね。ってあれ？シロどうしたのこれ？
は？どうしたのって何が？藤根。
あれおかしいな。なんかおかしいと思ったんだけど、おかしいところなんてどこもないや。
Does Sasaki have the ability to, like, take away memories?
けど引っかかるな。シロ、あんたなんか忘れ物してない？
はあ？忘れ物、例えばどうのだよ。
私に聞かないでよ。わからないから聞いてるんじゃない。
Saber, I imagine.
ね、さくらちゃんはおかしいと思わない？ なんか足りないっていうか、なんか忘れてるっていうか。
私は特に内村先生の気のせいだと思いますよ。何も忘れてませんし、誰も忘れていないでしょう。
I bet she's in on it.
まあそっか。思い出せないってことは大したことじゃないってことだし。
Fujine seems satisfied as she sits down and starts eating. This is a normal morning in this household. It is. I don't disagree with that. 30 minutes after Fujine and Sakura leave, I leave the house as well. I walk up the hill. This is way more than I was expecting. Huh. It's past 7:30. The road is filled with students like me. A familiar scene. I breathe in the perfect morning air. Then, I notice that a female student is looking at me. She must have found it awkward that our eyes met as she starts walking on quickly.
なんだエミヤ、今遠坂と睨み合っていたのか。
ああ、おはよう一星。今のは別に睨み合ってたわけじゃない。
そうなのか。ならいいが、くれぐれも遠坂に喧嘩なぞ売るなよ。あいつは倍返しが心情だからな。残る1年の学園生活を棒に振ることになる。
I don't know how serious he is, but as Issei murmurs Buddhist scriptures, but that's a needless worry.
バカ。喧嘩を売るも何も、俺あいつ知らないぞ。いやまあ、すごい美人だったけど、あんなのうちの学校にいたっけ？
Yeah, losing that sort of memory is really going to start creating contradictions.
うん、それが正しい対応だ。あれは人の手に余る。関わらぬよう過ごすのが人の道というものよ。
You're a bad friend, Issei. You should point that out. Oh, come on. You should just take it as Emiya's clever way of, I guess, being cynical.
いや、一時はどうなるかと思ったが、これにて一件落着。
Issei goes up the hill. I watch him go as I stand there. I watch his perfectly shaped, a morning scene with nothing missing. My left hand hurts a bit.
一見落着って何が起きて何が終わったんだ一星。
Well, I assume it's still going on. It's probably the next day out, right? And Tosaka's probably going to do whatever she wants in that regard. I wonder if she recruited Saber and has basically two servants at the moment. I hear the first bell from the top of the hill. It's not like having Saber as an option, as like a second servant would be a ton different than Emiya's previous situation where he basically couldn't give magic to her at all. Just needs to, you know, be very careful about it, but you'd still have the advantage having both of them available. So, it's 8 o'clock already. As the school gate closes, I feel like I'm locked out from something.
俺は確か
Nothing comes to mind. I feel uneasy for some reason, and I can't think of where to go or where to return to. Well, that was probably the most unique ending that we've had in a long time. For the bad ends, at least.
はいみんなおめでと
What happened to the dojo?
う。遠坂さんルートトゥルーエンディングです。
Where everyone's happy and nobody dies. Yay!
シロウも普通の生活に戻れたし、まさにこれこそ大団円。じゃあみんな、次は藤村先生ルート虎なんていらねえよ冬でお会いしま。
Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh god, no.
そんなわけないでしょバカチ
Thank you. The mere premise of that just seems scary.
本当っぽい嘘は禁止。 Q&A コーナーで遭難者を出したらダメなんだから。強くなったなブルマ。ああ先輩チーズ今日も素敵っすね。いいから説明しろブルマ。このバッドエンドに来るルートは2つあるであります。1つは単純な選択ミス。安易に前に逃げたら撃ち殺されたってやつですね。
I mean, yeah.
で、もう一つが少し厄介で、セイバールートからこっちのルートに入った場合かな。
Wait, what? How? Where on earth would the, like, chance be there? Like, Tosaka never does anything like this, and... What?
わかりやすく言うと、4日目のルートタイトルがフェイトだったくせに、5日目がアンリミテッドブレードワークスの人は4日目の朝からやり直し。
How? How would you even do that?
もっとわかりやすく言うと、裏切り者にしよう。
What?
違うっす先輩。同盟結んでないからこのバットになったんであって、白は裏切ったわけじゃないです。
I am vaguely remembering a choice in, I guess, the Fate route about making an alliance with Tosaka. Is that what it was? Like, do I legit? I don't remember even having the option for that ending.
ああ、言っちゃった。ともかく今回のバット回避方法は2つ。リンに襲われたら後ろに逃げるか、そもそも逃げる選択肢が出てこなかった人は4日目朝からやり直し。
Oh my. Okay, well that might be the legitimate most, like, helpful of going back and not getting a bad ending. Like, just, like, helpful thing. That's my, like, legitimately, props to that ending. Not only did they actually have an interesting look at a bad ending that's, like, quite a bit different than, like, every other one that we've seen. It also, like, actually legitimately gave proper advice in the Tiger Dojo thing, while also making a little bit of a funny joke at the same time. That's, like, all the best elements to a bad ending in this. Yeah, props. That's probably my favorite bad ending at this point. For just the little things that it does right.